Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Legends Lore. Today I'm going to read you guys an excerpt from the novel Shadows of the Sith. This is once again dealing with Viceroy Exim Panshard. So far, this is our only real look into his backstory, but I hope we get to see more because he is very, very dark and disturbing. I think the type of Sith that a Dark Ages in Star Wars canon could really use. Hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. When Luke first confronted the mask of Exum Panshard, he attempted to destroy it, but his head was filled with a single endless scream, a cry of agony so immeasurably awful, so uncountably ancient, that Luke could do nothing to stop himself falling onto his knees. His deactivated lightsaber clattered away on the floor as he pressed both hands against the sides of his head. Gritting his teeth against the pain, Luke looked up at the mask, and he saw a forest at night. The mist rising, the sky clear, and across it, a brilliant flare of light as a star falls, carving a path of red and white across the heavens. Luke feels the orbak kick beneath him, the animal rising up in fear, and feels his own hand tighten on the whip as he cruelly strikes his steed, driving it forward into the night, toward the place where the star fell. And he saw a great hall filled with people, a mighty feast, a roaring fire, performers spinning and juggling and throwing knives for the entertainment of their liege, their viceroy, who sits upon his jeweled throne. His heart is as black as his iron crown, and his barked command causes a wave of panic to spread across the hall. Noblemen and their guests frozen in fear, their lord and master displeased by their efforts. Their viceroy steps down from his throne, as his jesters kowtow and beg for their lives. The viceroy smiles, but it is a cruel smile. He takes the black iron rod that hangs from his belt. Somebody screams as the red blade appears, long and curved, a scimitar made of the dying light of a red sun and of the hate of Viceroy Exim Panshard. He beheads the jester, then stands and laughs and laughs and laughs, and his court laughs with him. And he saw. A blacksmith's hammer strikes again and again. The metal he pounds is white hot, but it is not enough. He takes the sheet of meteoric metal and holds it to a plasma furnace. He closes his eyes, begging for more time, pleading for his life. Beside him, in his iron crown, Viceroy Exum Panshard smiles and lifts his weapon. The blacksmith cowers and closes his eyes. But when the red blade spits into terrible existence, the Viceroy plunges it not into the blacksmith's body, but into the plasma furnace. Sparks shower, catching the forge alight, the heat almost unbearable, but when the blacksmith pulls the metal back to the anvil, it is malleable, workable, as soft as silk. The blacksmith, his red face peeling from the blast of fire, begins to work. Roughly shaped, still ablaze with sun-like intensity, the blacksmith holds the glowing metal up to the Viceroy and asks again what his master desires he forge. And the Viceroy, taking the offering in one gloved hand, his gauntlet catching fire and falling away as very flesh of his hand smolders and smokes, and he tells the blacksmith it is to be a mask. The blacksmith tries to move, but finds he cannot. He is held by some mysterious power, the pure force of the Viceroy's will. The blacksmith's frozen body rises from the floor as the Viceroy releases the metal, the two objects now held in the Viceroy's grip as he completes his design. The blacksmith screams as the hot star stuff slowly, inexorably floats towards his own face. Screams that are cut short as the metal seals itself onto his face, molding itself in the twisted, agonal form of a dying man. And he saw the great hall. Another feast, but the only sounds are muted noises of eating, and the roaring of great fires in the hearth. Viceroy Exum Panshard sits upon his throne, his face hidden behind a mask of burnished bronze that fell from the stars. There is no nose. A line of rivets mark the mouth. The two eyes are black glass voids. He sits in silence. He does not eat. He does not drink. His court will not look at him. Finally, he demands they gaze upon his new face, the face of their master. The courtiers look at one another afraid. Viceroy Exum Panshard stands from his throne, his red scimitar ablaze with a new rage that scarcely thought possible. The sound of the curved blade, the sound of the end of the world, and the court members scream as he cuts them all down. And when they are all dead, he continues to cut until there is nothing left but blood, ankle deep, and the echoing screams of the dead inside his cold mask of meteoric metal. And he saw the town that huddles next to the great castle, where the Lord, who once offered protection from the darkness, now offers only death. The town burns, the citizens huddled in rags, being driven in huge lines by soldiers in black metal masks of their own, crude facsimiles of the midnight gaze of their master, Viceroy Exim Panshard. The Viceroy himself stands under the great castle gate, his red scimitar of light held aloft, as his subjects are marched into huge murder engines, machines of moving conveyors, and churning blades built to do nothing but kill in numbers, vast and terrible. And as the Viceroy watches, he can hear nothing at all, except the screaming in his head and the boil of blood in his own ears. And he can feel the power growing. The more he kills, the stronger he becomes, the screams of the dead adding to the others that echo inside the mask. Their essence, their life force adding to his own. Soon he will be able to do the impossible. Soon he will be able to transcend death itself. The reign of Exim Panshard will be long, and it will be terrible. And this is good. And he laughs, and laughs, and laughs. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Star Wars lore coming your way. Of course, comment below, let me know what other pieces of Star Wars lore you would like to see, both Legends and canon. Check out some of the other lore videos I have posted on the channel, and stay tuned for more content coming here in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.